It's Thursday. You know what time it is. Time for the hottest wrestling podcast on the planet with your host, good old JP, the cleaner, Dollar Bill, special guest host, Magic, and the Brain. Welcome to the Brain Trust.
Excuse you.
Excuse
Oh,
what?
Luna snuck in there. Sorry about
Hey,
that.
Luna.
Princess Pretty Girl Luna is in the house.
Makes her run in.
Yeah,
Makes a lot of run-ins on the show.
Oh God, the show should be called a run-ins.
Noticed by his absence is my goatee.
Yeah, ran out of town. They lost the match and ran out.
Mama C done got a hold of you, brother.
What was it? It's like, yeah, it was a hair match. Sorry, man.
Since he didn't have much hair up top, they went for the real hair.
Thankfully, it's just there.
Yeah.
Gosh. Shit, man, later.
It's funny because they did that whole stupid thing, and then like a week later, I say, "Fuck it, I shave it anyway."
This guy's shave. Oh
So-
God.
Last weekend we had Deadline.
Mhm.
All right.
And I mean, personally, I think the women's Iron Survivor match was better than the men's.
Oh, it was.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, what do you expect when you have the to me the best female wrestler in the world in that match?
Mm-hmm.
Which one?
Julia.
Of
Okay.
course.
No, I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah.
So now the question is, when is
Stephanie
when
McPorter with
cashes
that.
in?
What's the question?
When do you think she
Well,
cashes in?
Oh.
It's already been announced. New Year's Evil.
Oh, she called for New
they
Year's
said it?
Evil? Okay.
Yeah, that's when both matches are. Oba and Trick and Roxy Julia.
And both
Very
champions are
fun.
losing.
Oh yeah, I think Trick
Really?
is given that he's losing.
Trick's heading up to the main roster. So's Roxy.
Mm.
They're both ready.
Yeah, start putting them on the losing out.
I think what's going to happen is they're going to lose at New Year's Evil. They're going to have a little bit of time between New Year's Evil and moving up to the main roster,
Mm-hmm.
and they're going to be surprise entrance into the Rumbles.
I was going to ask, do you think the Rumble? I was about to ask you.
Oh
that.
yeah, oh yeah, they're definitely going to be surprise entrance into the Rumble.
Now with Roxanne, she's already been a Rumble entrant twice before, so her being in it, I don't think would be so much of a surprise. Trick would absolutely be a surprise. I just don't want to see him get in there and be in there for like 2 minutes. I want to see him.
Oh, they ain't gonna do him dirty like that.
No, he's not. It's not gonna be like a one in and out. It's not gonna happen. No way.
Can I just
Three for us.
It's not gonna
Yep.
be Santino Morella.
can I just interrupt 1 second because my OCD is like really getting at me. Dollar Bill, you spelled battle wrong.
I know.
Okay, just making sure we know.
Yeah. No, it's sort of a joke from the old from the
Kaiju Big Battle. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't know if we were getting at that or if we, because I consider myself to have dyslexia, so I would have fucked that up, the spelling, even though I was in the spelling bee as a kid. So, yeah, I didn't know if we were getting that.
No, I'm
I
glad
was
somebody did.
definitely
That
not
was an
sorry.
inside joke.
Okay, good.
Yeah, no worry.
It was just having fun, man. That's all it's about.
Yeah.
And
Exactly.
Sensei, how's Funhouse going?
oh yeah, tell
It's
us.
going. It's going okay. Boom took the world. I mean, Boom took the New York State Championship to Chile. So now it's the world title because he defended there. And when I
Oh,
went
wow.
down to when I went to Canada with the New York State title, I defended there, and then I went down to Puerto Rico.
Is Chili, is that Crash promotion?
Funhouse is I don't know. Chile. He went to Chile. They talked to me and they asked me, can he he beat me. He pinned me for the New
Mhm.
York State title, and then he went to Chile, and he defended him, and so did the Gabby Gilbert went to Chile with him, and she's our tag
Ooh.
team. Yeah. So what you call him? PJ Savage dropped the belt.
Mhm.
he just dropped the belt. I don't want to do the belt no more. Because he's a Titan guy.
Yeah.
And I understand, Titan got their own thing and I do my own thing.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I'm not a Titan fan, so I'm a Funhouse fan. I love wrestling.
Yeah,
Truthfully, I love
you got a
As you
good
wrestling,
should
man.
match
be.
coming up
Yeah.
to crown the vacant champion with Big Jeff Noyes, somebody who I've been a fan of for a long time.
Yeah, he's taking on Shane Douglas.
Oh shit.
Yeah, for the Funhouse title.
I'm
You know,
all for Big Jeff.
Oh
yeah,
yeah, definitely.
I believe
Just,
Big Jeff could do it. I think Big Jeff could win. I can't pick favorites. And
yes, you can. You just
you
can't
know,
say it.
I
In your
I
heart, you
can't.
can have your favorites, but you can't say
My favorites is Smiley.
it.
Oh, he's a
How
good
I
can
dude.
love
you not
Smiley. He's
like
fucking great.
Smiley?
Smiley's our American Luchador champion, and
Shit.
I'm trying to work things out down there in Mexico. He could fly down to Mexico, and I'm thinking of sending him, trying to get him to go to what is it, Dominican Republican.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Nice.
so we're waiting for a new title because you heard what happened to him. They stole his car and everything and took all the belt.
Yeah,
Oh
Yeah.
wow.
it seems like
Oh.
there's been a lot of
So
break-ins lately
yeah, well,
going.
the way that it is now, man, it's hard to survive. Let's see what this new president can do. All these presidents always offering us something new or better. Well, we gotta see this happens.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We don't want a bad
Mm.
president. We want a good president. We want to put money back in our pockets and we can survive. You
yeah.
know,
Tell me about it.
it's a lot of homeless people out there. And they gotta do what they gotta do to make a couple of dollars.
Yeah,
I mean, thankfully, it wasn't like the situation with what's his name? Oh, I'm having a
Martin,
brain fart.
yeah,
No, from Jersey All Pro. Uh, he was the champ.
Frank? Who?
No, not Frank.
Black cheese.
Black Cheese. Yeah, I was having a
Yeah,
brain
Black.
fart.
Oh, Black
Could-
Jeans, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
he
had.
got shot.
Yeah, he got shot during a robbery.
Yep.
Thankfully, he's
Yeah.
still with us,
Thank
yes.
God.
He's doing much better. I talked to him a couple weeks ago. He's doing good.
which is
Good,
very
good.
good.
He's back into it.
Yeah, I heard he was wrestling.
Yeah,
he's
I think
back
with
back-
NWA.
about 6 months.
Yeah.
He's back in NWA. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
good on him.
Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely.
Yeah.
He was always fun to hang out with at the shows.
Let
Yeah.
Hey
I
guys,
still-
just a shout
talked to
out
him
to
a couple times.
Like Louis. It was his birthday.
Oh wow!
Yeah, Louis'
What, today?
birthday was yesterday.
Yeah.
Mine's tomorrow.
Happy birthday, JP. I'll hit you up. I'll see you.
Yeah, to say you always do.
And
Yeah.
Exactly.
mine's 10 months from now, so put it on the calendars.
I gotta ask a question. Y'all all watched the pay-per-view of the WWE pay-per-view.
Nope,
PLA thing.
Nah.
Cleaner does
Okay.
it. The rest
I don't.
of us do.
Cleaner
What
does it.
is
He
your-
watches AEW, but that's okay.
I want to know, what do you think about this pay-per-views and the Bloodline story? It seems like it's getting kind of corny.
Like for me,
Long.
like now it's gonna be delayed because Tongaloa is out with torn pec, I think.
Yeah.
So
I thought it was
right
the ankle.
now it's just Solo, Tamatanga, and Jacob Fatu
Right.
taking on Roman, Jimmy J, and Sammy.
But Sammy's got his own problems right now.
Yeah, with a very pissed off Scotsman.
Yeah, very pissed off Scottish psychopath.
There is Hikuleo, who's waiting. Supposedly, he's in the Performance Center. For those that don't know, Hikuleo is the young brother of Tama and Tonga, but he's taller than both of them, and I would put him above Tonga Loa in terms of ability in the ring.
Yeah.
You know,
I've seen videos of him in action. Yeah, I definitely agree.
Same.
yeah. And then I watched the press. What is that press release they have when they after the match? And I'm like, nobody asks serious question. Are they allowed to or not?
Considering it's WWE,
Yeah.
I think they do give topics that says you can't talk about this, can't talk about that. And plus, I think it's a lot of those journalists and those dirt sheet guys. They're scared to ask a really hard hitting question that they could probably ask in AEW because they're not scared to do it there, but they're scared to do it in WWE because they don't want to lose that press pass because it's WWE, you know.
Yeah, I still think it's stupid. You know, like nobody asked the question of Sky and Becker why they're together. You know, Becky.
Yeah, like
why,
nobody's asking
they still going to be friends or they're coming back. Nobody asked that question. You know, I'm sitting
like Tony Khan is still getting questions about the CM Punk incident. Meanwhile, right after the lawsuit came out, they were giving Triple H softballs. So,
more like it.
Yeah. So,
pretty much.
I mean, I think it's just a bunch of. It also depends on who they give the media presses out to.
Right. Oh, I understand that. You know, they want to get to watch the main events and stuff like that. So the press to get to watch WrestleMania or whatever they do.
I mean, I just think WWE gives it out to people they know won't like ask the hard hitting questions.
Right.
So that would leave all of us out.
Yeah.
Right.
Especially you, Cleaner. You get thrown out the first question.
I definitely ask stupid questions.
Oh no, mine wouldn't be a question. Mine would just be, "Fuck you, go AEW, that's me D."
And there goes the troll.
Yep. They wouldn't have to kick me out. I'd walk myself right out.
Yeah, but AEW,
don't. I know my way out.
He's gonna follow his goatee.
But AEW is a lot of fans too.
It's got well, I mean, the thing is, I think it comes down to a lot of bad marketing. I've talked about this, I think, on the show. I think their marketing for a time was really bad, so they kind of lost. And another thing was they kind of lost trust with the crowd. But then again, a lot of the crowd was watching. They weren't real AEW fans. They were either watching just so WWE gets better, or B, just watching for CM Punk. So
I personally think AEW needs to start spreading out better. They have so many talent sitting in the background. They do.
But then again, they have a bunch of talent that's on the screen. You know.
But you got the guys who started AEW. You gotta give them a push. I respect the young guns, but it's starting to get boring.
I mean, like, to me, it's like people are saying, there's a reason why AEW had to dip into releases from WWE because they're the bigger. I don't want to say bigger stars, but they're the more rewarding. It's not just established, but like they're going to give you better storylines, and they're more experienced on TV, so they're going to give you a better TV work.
I got that, but you still got guys that been there.
No, there are.
You don't see on TV, just sit in the background.
I agree with that because I think Ricky Starks should be more of a player. I think Willie Mack should be more of a player in AEW.
Ricky Starks ain't there no more.
Shane.
He's
Taylor.
technically still there by contract. He's still under contract, but he's pretty much, I guess, they're just waiting that contract out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same thing with Willie Mack.
Oh, Willie Mack, that whole situation is really fucking weird because he's telling GCW. So Willie Mack got pulled from the GCW shows, but he's telling GCW that AEW pulled him. But then he's telling supposedly on the AEW side is saying that's not true, and like he was saying somebody. Yeah, and then supposedly he changed the story a little bit to where he said that they didn't directly say to him, but a high-ranking official that some people are just assuming that it's Christopher Daniels said, my advice is to not go on those shows. So it just seems like a huge miscommunication.
So AEW pulls Ricky Starks, the whole Willie Mack thing, but yet they bring in Matt Cardona.
Yes.
I think Matt Cardona, I really think that it's more with him trying to build a bridge between the two companies. He's seeing that it's being taken down by stupidity, and I think he's just taking it upon himself because he's a really big proponent in GCW.
Or is Matt Cardona becoming all elite?
No, I don't see that.
I doubt it. I doubt it.
I mean, he didn't commit himself to TNA.
Yeah.
He's been on that paper deal.
Hold on 1 second, guys.
Oh,
Like well, look what they did to Sonny Kiss.
No, you're kidding me.
I mean, to be fair though,
Okay,
like
Sonny
Sonny Kiss doesn't. Don't get me wrong, I love Sonny Kiss.
Guys, we got a special announcement coming in.
Hold on,
So
Zane.
just hold on 1
we're gonna
second.
hold on it.
We got a special announcement coming in.
What?
Greetings and salutations. It's your man CD, the fallen angel, Christopher Daniels. I am in St. Louis tonight. Tonight is Collision. Winter is coming, as you can see. And before I go in the back and put on my EVP shirt and tie, I want to take this opportunity to wish a happy holiday to you, Jake. The guys from the Brain Trust podcast and predictions, they wanted me to let you know that they're very proud of you, man. They said you had a real rough year, but you pulled together at the end and you came out on top, I suppose. So they're very proud of you, and I also am very proud of you. They tell me you're a fan of mine. You've been watching me since ROH, and they even mentioned Jersey All Pro Wrestling. So if you saw me there, I didn't do very much Jersey All Pro Wrestling, so that's pretty impressive, and it shows me that you're a real fan. So I appreciate that. I wouldn't be wearing them today if it wasn't for fans like you following and supporting throughout the years. So I appreciate that. I hope you have a wonderful holiday season with your friends and family. I hope the Brain Trust podcast and predictions keeps going on strong, and I hope you have a much better year next year and still end up on top like you did this year. All right, man? So happy holidays. Thanks for the support. Take care, Bad.
Nice. Thank you.
You're welcome, brother.
Whoa.
Yes, happy early birthday.
Yeah,
Yes.
man. Happy early birthday.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Christopher Daniels.
Nice.
Part of me wanted to say, once I saw that, I was like, part of me wanted to say, oh, we should have got what's his name? Oh, why am I having a brain fart on his name?
There's
No,
so many
Kurtman.
wrestlers in this world.
Kurtman.
If he could have. That would have been funny as hell.
That was nice.
Yeah.
Good, man.
I know that guy way back from Delaware.
Oh, God.
Yeah, he's been in the game for so long. He was on WCW and WWF Metal.
Yes, back when he had hair.
Yeah.
Yes.
He was the fallen angel. He goes way back when we were doing the Super 8.
Oh, yeah. I think they still do that tournament.
Great.
I think
I
so,
think
yeah.
so, but you know what? It's not as popular like it used to be.
No. What was it? Like 2002 had that really stacked one with like Daniels, and a whole bunch of other people.
Adam Pierce.
Well, they did it last year. I think Devin and Carter, Dennis Carter. Why I don't remember these guys' names.
Darius Carter.
Darius Carter.
Yeah.
He won the Super 8 last time I remember.
He's now
I
won
think
it
that was
twice
last year.
out of 3 years.
Huh?
He won it twice out of 3 years. He won
See?
it in 2022, and he won it this past year, 24.
Mm.
You know, it's a lot of good guys that they didn't bring up to the rosters. You know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
even if he went to MLW or get a contract with them and stuff. Some of these guys are really good.
Yeah, how
Oh, no doubt.
Darius Carter
Darius can
isn't
kick ass.
on
You know,
anybody's TVs yet, whether it be
Yeah.
MLW.
WWE or NXT, even AEW. And I'm surprised they didn't put him on a surprise, like a fill-in. I call them fill-ins when you go to the AEW. You
Yeah.
don't got a contract, but you're there and you go in to do a little bit of wrestling and see if the crowd love you or don't love you.
Oh, like see, they used to have a show called Dark, and it was like a YouTube show, but it would just be like 15, 16, like 3-minute matches.
That
And-
was
Almost like
Yeah.
Speed.
Yeah.
Oh
kinda.
God, yes.
But it was all just nothing but squash matches, and it would always be like a mid-level or a low-level AEW talent versus a local indie guy, and they would just get their shine.
the same thing when they did that TBS title for the upcoming indie guys, and you see that didn't work out since Cody Rhodes left.
Right.
It just went
Yeah.
down the hill. You're supposed to be in the top indies to wrestle for that title. I don't know why they stopped that.
I think that was just like a thing they tried out during COVID.
Yeah, I think it still worked out.
I would
not
love to
like
see it.
local hero. That they could hold down and see what they can do.
See, you know what I was hoping for with the international title? I was hoping that would be a championship, because the way they originally described it, it sounded like a championship they were going to defend outside of AEW. And they were going to send this person to be a representative of AEW and just compete on different shows outside of AEW. And it really didn't it didn't start off like that. But there are some times now you see Takeshita, he's wrestling multiple times in Japan. Like
Right.
DDT Pro. I know he's working the Tokyo Dome with I think he's competing for, I think it's going to be a title for title if he wins. And it's going to be him versus Ishii, I think. Or no, him versus Shingo Takagi for the Neverweight and international titles.
Nice.
But yeah, he's starting to defend it more, and that I love stuff like that because it brings it back to the good old, not I want to say the good old days, but the territorial days where they used to.
It's bringing actual clout to the title, giving the title.
Yeah.
That's a good word, clout. I agree.
And it's it's getting eyes to that company.
Right.
Hey,
I
that's a
just
great idea.
remember when AEW used to have TNA, and all of a sudden now WWE got TNA.
Yeah. I mean, once again, I think that was just like a COVID thing because it was pretty much just the entirety of COVID, and I mean, it helped out TNA because they their former president. Oh fuck! I forgot his name again. I'm having a bunch of brain farts. I apologize for this, but
It's all right.
Too many wrestler names to remember, bro. Remember that.
the president for TNA, he was the manager for Team Canada.
Scott D'Amore.
Scott D'Amore, yeah.
Oh, good.
He said that because a lot of people try to shit on the AEW TNA partnership, but he was like, it was a very good thing because we were doing our best numbers in years.
Yep.
So
And I think they're going after. I think they might go back after Ring of Honor. I mean, not Ring of Honor. They're going after Ohio Valley. WWE may go back to Ohio Valley. Where
I don't
But,
know
I
so
mean-
much about that, Sensei.
I could see that as a partnership. Yeah, no, because they got NXT. It's their own run. Like they run NXT. It's not like Ohio Valley. Like even when they were in Ohio Valley Wrestling, they didn't own it, so they didn't have control over it. But
No,
now
no,
they
no.
have
I'm not.
control.
I'm not saying own it. I'm saying like
Yeah,
they're my partnership with them to bring in this new program they supposed to be doing.
yeah, that WWE ID.
Yeah, that's supposed to be a new program they supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't understand it. Like I don't. Are they actually signed to WWE
So
or?
what I'm here, the way I heard it is, like they're still free to do independent their stuff, but if they're approached by an AEW, by a TNA with a contract, WWE has right of first refusal, but they would have to sign them to a contract.
Mm,
Yeah, that's what I heard. Like it's
Oh.
like if they like you and they bring you down to check you out, you supposed to
yeah.
be like they're gonna watch you and help you continue your wrestling and
Excuse me.
pay
Like
for it.
scouting and mentoring, I guess.
What they doing is contracting your ass where you can't go nowhere.
Yeah, it's like the best way I could put it, what it sounds like is it's a pre-order.
Yeah,
They're
yeah,
pre-ordering your services.
yeah. Because what they saying that they're gonna help finance you into this wrestling.
I shall
Yeah,
invest in this person. I shall invest
let's
in that one. Let's hear
yeah,
it. That's a
exactly.
that's a better way. Investing.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
they're doing. They invest you. They don't like you after then they could get rid of you. That's what
Yeah.
it is.
If you want to make like
But
a
you can't
return on
go
their investments.
Yeah,
right. You can't go nowhere. Once you
Mm.
locked up with them, you can't go nowhere. There's no more you could go anywhere else, but you're stuck with them. You can stay on the indie scenes, but you can't get signed by anybody else but them.
So you just make
WWE.
appearances.
Yeah, WWE don't let you. They're not gonna let you sign you to support you and everything. They'll let you
no,
wrestle
yeah,
in, and then when it comes down to like AEW wants to contract
Mhm.
you, they're like, nah, you can't. You gotta go through them.
yeah.
Like JP
Yeah.
said, somebody said that.
Yeah, but from
It's
what I've been hearing,
Mhm.
they can be brought into AEW.
On like a paper deal.
Yeah,
So like a paper appearance. So they just say, "Oh, hey, we need you to work, 1 day for like as an extra or a job guy."
yeah. Like the big thing is they can't be signed.
Yeah. Okay.
That's what I'm saying. It can't be signed.
Yeah, it's silly, but like
Someone's getting a phone call.
No, I just got buzzed. I didn't get a phone call though.
Ah, okay.
Thanks for
like,
letting me. Oh no, you're right. You guys go on. Hold on a second. I can take this.
with the people that have been ID'd.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Bryce Donovan, Creative Pro guy, kind of shocked he hasn't been thought about for AEW since Pat Buck,
Is Creative Pro guy.
is Creative Pro guy. Jack Cartwheel, super talented. I don't know how he would fit into a WWE system. He kind of reminds me of Action Andretti.
Mhm. Your boy got signed in too.
Who?
Raw Fury.
I haven't talked to Fury in a while since I've been out here.
You see he had his card up.
Yeah, yeah. They're looking for promising talent, not talent with two bad knees and a bad back and a bad shoulder. Love you, Rob, but you're a doctor's wet dream.
He had a surgery recently, he said.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I've been meaning to reach out to him. I haven't had the time to. But the one that intrigues me, there's a signing on the male side and an ID signing on the female side that intrigued me. The male side is Marcus Mathers.
Mm.
And then on the female side is Kylie Ray. Now, Kylie Ray was an original AEW signing, but left due to mental health, which I get. But then TNA brings her in.
Yeah.
And then she leaves again.
I think it was twice that it happened.
Yeah, once with AEW, once with...
No, I'm saying like twice specifically with TNA.
Oh. Like... Now, obviously, we all know my struggles. Like, mental health is a number one thing for me.
Right.
Like, I hope she's
I hear
good
that.
because if she's good, she can go with any woman in any company.
You're right. But like you said, the only thing I don't like about some of these companies now is WWE and the rest of these guys, because you could be there 1 month and then next minute they'll drop you, and they make a lot of people move in certain areas, especially when you go down to the training facility. You have to move down to Florida. You're down there. And I heard a lot of people go down there for 2 weeks and all of a sudden they'd be like, oh, well, we're changing our program. And they'll ship them back home. You know what I'm saying? You sold your house, you moved your family down there, and now you're screwed.
Mhm.
A lot of guys that wind up staying down there and trying to get back on the roster down there.
Yeah, and let's take a example. Kevin Steen.
Yes.
He had to move his family from
Quebec.
Canada.
Yep. He was there for like 4 months, 5 months.
Yeah, he said once he got the call up to the main roster, he went right back to Canada.
See?
Mhm.
That's the sad part about it.
Yeah.
It's like these guys live and breathe WWE, breathe wrestling. A lot of guys don't even have real jobs, but that's what they do is wrestling. And I feel bad for them because reality hits, man. You pop a knee, you're done. You gotta have something to hold you back. I see a lot of these guys just pin on wrestling and they sleep in their cars. Look, I'm a wrestler. I've seen a lot of craziness, man. I'm one of those guys for a while. Sleep in your car. You go down to Florida. You sleep in your car. You drive to Pennsylvania. You try to keep you busy. And man, you better have a beautiful car, man, because sometimes them cars break down in a heartbeat.
Oh
And
God.
you get upset because you want to get to the next show. You're not even worried about fixing your car. It gets like that. And it's a drug, I call it. We all get with wrestlers. We gotta be at the next show no matter what.
Yeah.
You gotta get the pay and get the fame. That's what it's called.
Yeah, I know, Sensei. I know I took a couple rides with you.
Yeah. But I'm all about work, man. I always kept myself face down with a real shoot job, I'm like, I gotta have a shoot job. Most wrestlers wrestle for most of them wrestle in supermarkets or delis because they can get those weekends off.
You just reminded me of like just seeing the picture of fucking like just a show taking place in the middle of a Walmart.
Who's Shane Douglas?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know who was on the show. I don't remember what was like on the show, but yeah, it was just a random Walmart, and next thing you know, there's a ring in the middle.
Oh yes, I saw that.
Yeah.
For that.
Yes, I was hyped for that. Yo, I was gonna fly my ass in Kentucky. The rest
Yeah, it
of
was
it,
one of
Holy
those like
shit.
southeastern states.
I was gonna go to David. Was it David Buster's? No, it wasn't David Buster's. It was out. What's the buffet down there?
Golden
There was
Corral?
a buffet down Old Corral in Kentucky. I got in touch with the guy, and the guy said, "Well, I can't pay you that much, but I can pay you, and we can eat all day." And I was like, "Yo, I'm thinking about going down there just to say the king of buffets were there,
That's a funny part, though. Think about that.
huh?"
It's like
It
bragging
would been
rights.
it would been so great. And then when we went to the one in Philadelphia,
Mhm,
right? Me and Karen was at Philadelphia because we had the school in Delaware, so we stopped at the corral down there,
mhm.
and it was the biggest fight out there over a steak.
Oh Jesus
I
Christ!
believe it. I believe
And
it.
I was so mad because we missed it like a couple of hours. We left like an hour, maybe 20 minutes earlier. And I
Yeah,
was like, yeah, I wanted to stay, but I should have stayed. I was like, yeah, fuck the school. We could stay a little longer. Ain't nobody
yeah.
gonna be there until we get there anyway. So, but they had a big fight over steak. One guy got well done, the other guy wanted medium rare. So the dude gave him the medium rare first, and the guy who ordered the well done was mad because it was a big fight. Chairs were throwing everything.
Oh God. Hey,
And I
eat
wish
your
I
heart out,
was
Waffle
there.
House.
I will promote that shit to death. Sorry to say. I'll pull out my camera and promote that. You know? Like, yeah, we're fighting over the Kingdom Buffet. This is a battle royal. Everything goes. I would be nuts. But I watch the WWE a lot. I don't get to watch it. I watch a lot of clips. I don't see much of AEW on clips, but you see a
Mhm.
lot of WWE, because they paid for the year, they paid for the money to be on TV, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
On
Hmm.
Facebook and everything. So, I don't know too much about AEW no more because I don't get to see it. And you don't hear much of it. Unless you hear a new WWE, I don't even know how Ricochet
Yeah.
doing. And I think Ricochet probably be doing excellent down there.
Yeah. No, he is shown out.
You know, I was more mad with AEW was Swerve. They didn't show him the love as a champion.
I mean, I'll tell you what. So apparently, like it was from the start. They knew he was going to drop the title to Danielson. But I can tell you what, man. Go back if you watch from Full Gear
Yeah.
and watch Swerve's entrance. They give him like that fucking like that main character entrance.
Yes, I understand that, but if you look at it, they didn't give him the push like they would give Daniel. You know what I'm saying? And Swerve is really good.
No, he is. But I think if I could explain it, I think he was like really starting to come into himself. He was like learning the main event scene.
All right.
I think that like I always noticed to me it was like he's like right about to break through the glass ceiling,
He
That
just
was a
touched
lot
it.
of his at that
Wow.
championship reign he was like right there, not but like you could start to see it now. He's like really starting to get it. So don't get me wrong, he's going to be a champion again. There's
Yeah,
no
so
doubt.
he's going to get the belt back, and I think
Yeah.
next year.
Within the next 2 years.
Yeah, I understand Daniel's back and he's like that.
Yeah.
He all good. I feel like it's more stars there than just them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, one thing that people, these people online don't understand. It takes times to build stars. They don't just
Yeah.
come out overnight.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I'm sorry, but AEW do push those stars overnight, man. They come from
No, they do.
They push them guys real quick, and then they fucking push them back down.
Yeah,
That's the main problem.
but I mean, what I'm having is like you see guys like MJF, Darby Allin, Tony Storm. Some could say Mariah Carey, Not Mariah
Mariah
Carey.
May.
Jesus Christ, Mariah May. I don't know why. Fucking this Christmas bullshit's on my mind too much. But they have like built stars. They pushed them, and they've been able to keep that push. Like MJF's one of the biggest stars in the company now. So is Darby Allin. Like Darby Allin, even without Sting, he's like still getting a major reaction.
Yeah. Darby is due, and he's due big time for something.
Yeah. And
He was supposed to get his at Wrestle Dynasty or Wrestle Dream. He was supposed to win the title, but like he was supposed to beat Danielson, but they felt like Moxley was the more money match.
Yeah, but he's starting to die out too a little bit.
I think a lot of it to me is like I don't think the fans are really accepting him as a heel. He's still like a really big baby face, and I'm not sure if you guys if you watch his entrance from Full Gear, because I was able to see it from my seat. He's walking out to the crowd, and I don't know if he like ran into a woman or something like that, but something happened where he like not hit, but like ran into a woman, I guess. Yeah, bumped into her, and he goes like he continues to walk, comes back around, and like grabs her head and like gives her a kiss on the forehead.
Yeah, I read about that. It was accidental.
Yeah.
He came back around to make sure she was okay.
Yeah, and like, because like to me, if you consider anybody the MVP or the ace of AEW, it is Jon Moxley. Like he's been the guy from the very first show. So like I don't think the fans are ready to accept him as a baby or as a heel.
Yeah. What do you think about Cody Rhodes?
I don't think his heart was to be into AEW from the start. Because even when AEW was starting up, the rumors were that he was pushing for the Elite, because the Elite wanted to stay together. The whole group wanted to stay together. And the Young Bucks were talking to Tony Khan because they were the ones like that were really like listening to him and having conversations with him. Cody was supposedly just trying to get them to go to WWE.
Yeah, but you remember who started Elite was Cody Rhodes.
Well, it was Tony Khan and the Young Bucks.
Yeah, but it was more Cody Rhodes was supposed to be Cole.
Well, Cody. Well, so is the Young Bucks. The Young Bucks are also co-partners. Because the thing was, Cody had his connections with legal stuff.
Yeah.
So like the AEW trademarks, those early trademarks were being done through his lawyers and stuff. So his name was popping up on it. But Tony Khan was funding it, and Tony Khan's main interactions were with the Young Bucks, specifically Matt.
Right. Sure, I wish I had that kind of money. My dad said,
"We all
I don't care how much money you got. Go ahead and burn it." But I think Khan needs somebody to help him.
I think.
I don't think
he needs to. I mean, to me, I think he needs to pull away from the Jags and Fulham FC because he has a role with the Jaguars. He does like undrafted scouting. So like when the draft is over and a bunch of these teams offer like contracts to dudes who didn't get drafted, he is like he has a role in that. I don't know what he does for the English soccer team Fulham FC, but like I think he needs to step away from those for a little bit to put more focus onto AEW.
Well, that's what makes his money, bro. AEW is not making the money like he wants to.
They're gonna be making this year, but that TV deal.
Yeah, but I think he needs more somebody behind him that say, "Hey, this is going to work. This is not going to work." You need somebody to sit at the table with you. You know what I mean? You can't.
I understand.
He needs to step away and let somebody else do the booking. Straight up.
It's really hard.
Pat Buck has the mind.
Sorry, I agree with that.
I'm gonna be honest.
I can give you two guys right off the bat that could do a good job of booking the show. Pat Buck and Christopher Daniels.
Okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'd give it to.
And
I
I'm sorry, but
go ahead, boss.
I'm sorry, but it's like, please hand the book to somebody else. I know people say about the product. I'm having a hard time trying to keep track and watching it and enjoying it. Just please hand the book to somebody else, because I love the reaction, but I feel like I don't have an invested interest in it.
And some of the matches that they're making just make no sense. There's no story behind them.
It's like,
see, here's the thing, though. But this is one thing I don't agree with that statement, because that's how WWE has done it for so long. Every match has to have a story. Every match has a reason why they're having a story. You don't need that. UFC doesn't have that.
But I can't compare UFC either, because even then I get bored of watching UFC. It's like I need something.
You don't need to me, like, if you were trying to make pro wrestling more, like, at least trying to have more of a sport edge to it, right? We're not trying to be sports entertainment. We're trying to be pro wrestling. Not every match needs a story going in, to me.
But they're doing indies. They're actually working like an indie. But the indies even have stories. Who's your number one contender? You gotta build that guy up. You gotta build the tag teams up. Who's gonna be attacked? It has to have a story of some reason. You just can't walk in the door next week and say he's gonna wrestle the champion. Why he's wrestling the champion? He just stepped in the ring. That's why
that's the part.
I could understand for a championship or like something like that, but I'm talking about like if we're doing like I don't know if
let's say two guys in a Continental. Let's try that one, for example.
Not even like a championship match. I'm talking about like if we do let's say Pac versus Darby Allin. Maybe like we don't have to have a reason why they're wrestling, but during the match you could tell a story of Pac is trying to do stuff for the BCC or something like whatever. But I'm saying like that's the one thing I see a lot is that people say, "Oh, why are these two guys wrestling?" You don't like it was just on the card. They got booked against each other, and they're gonna have a match tonight. Yeah, it's simple. Yeah, it doesn't have to be this overthought, like this overcomplication of reasoning and this lore stuff.
Well, that's considered the curtain jerkers or the middle main card.
Like it's not like the main event scene doesn't have a story, right? Or like if you look at like a Full Gear card, right? Most of those pretty much all those matches had a story going into it.
I loved Full Gear. I just want to put it out.
Yeah,
that's fine.
Yeah. What I'm saying, I'm talking about like if we're talking about like Dynamite or Collision.
Yeah.
Not every match on that show needs a story.
Right.
And like one criticism I have, right? I mean, like I have my own criticism of AEW, but the one thing I don't understand with like when you ask these people online, how would you change AEW? A lot of them would just describe Monday Night Raw or describe Friday Night SmackDown. It's like, no, you can't, because we're trying to be different from that.
But you can still work on a successful formula to build from and be different. Like you have to do something to work to. You can do something similar, but you don't have to be exactly the same. But something that draws people in, because that's the biggest thing. It's one thing when you have like events, which you do need a story, and you have other events with other guys around. But it's also kind of like sometimes it feels like you're just shuffling guys around, and then there's like, is the crowd going to get behind him? Is it not going to be behind him? Or the times when there's two guys that have some charisma that they can make a story out of that the crowd got into, are you going to go further with that? Or are you just going to basically have them just wrestle and then drop off and do something else?
See, that is one of my main criticisms with Tony Khan's booking is there's a lot of start and stops. I'm not a fan of that.
That's
like one thing. Another thing I don't like is they've borrowed from WWE is so many title matches. I don't like that. I'm very influenced by New Japan and a lot of Japanese wrestling where they'll have one title match over the course of sometimes months.
Right.
Yeah. And that's fair because that's your building to a championship. Like and we're talking about the big ones, not the smaller ones like the Intercontinental. Well, I don't want to say smaller ones in the Intercontinental, but you know what I mean? Like like a work, it was like that. Like
Workhorse
I mean,
titles.
that's what made before they had the United States title, or before they actually combined the Intercontinental title with the heavyweight title.
Mm-hmm.
The Intercontinental title in New Japan was not seen as the second championship. It was always the 1B championship. It was considered at times to be on the same level as the world title. And that's what I loved about New Japan. It was that for most of the part, except for maybe the 6-man titles, most titles were given like respect. Like there'd be shows, they could have like 3 shows in a week. And they'll have one night could be the junior heavyweight title main event. The next night could have the IC title, and then the final night would always be the world title. I would always love that.
That's a good
As
system.
it should be.
Yeah, that's a good system.
If you ask me, no matter what show you're on, like whether it's Dynamite, Collision, or pay-per-view, whatever, I think like how I was seeing it is like something from like I guess a mixed martial arts or a boxing is where the main events should always be championship matches. Like even if it's a 6-man title, that should be the main event. It's a championship. I think to me that's one thing how you build championships.
I believe that too.
I do. Although I think
matches. I'm old school, so that's what I grew up watching main events, title matches, or if it was a main event, it would be if the champion is not there, it's a different story. You know, you have to build an event without a champion. I think every champion should have an opportunity to be a main eventer.
Yes.
You know, you're not always a heavyweight guy be a main eventer. Your lightweight could be the hottest thing on TV right now, and that could be a main eventer. You want to keep their asses in them chairs.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know? No, not every champion is a crowd pleaser. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got some tag team matches. You'd be like, oh, this is boring, and they want to, you know.
That's right.
You know, a heavyweight champion could be boring. You know, who if he's fighting with, and it's not their day. And you got that lightweight. You got that. You know, I like AEW sometimes because they used to put on the best matches at the beginning of the show. And what made it so bad, if the rest of the show sucked, it was hard to watch, you know?
Yeah.
After you put on a great match on the first
that's where the problems with their ratings is coming from, is they're putting all the good shit at the beginning of the show, and then once that's over, everybody knows.
They've been doing this from the start.
I understand that.
They've been doing that at the start.
Finally keying into that fact, and
just show more.
They're realizing that, all the good matches are in the first hour, and then after that, it sucks. So as soon as the good matches are over, click, they're changing channel.
See how AEW a lot of the times would do it was that it would be a valley. It always would be a valley. You'd start off hot, then towards the middle of the show, it would cool down a little bit, and then the main event would always pop off. That's how they need to get back to that.
The only problem is how deep.
Even the main event was on the same level as the rest of the show.
But even then,
I didn't bring the show back up to finish it off.
Somebody described this to me. I forget which company they were talking about, whether it was TNA or WCW, and they said they pretty much have the reverse of AEW has the reverse of that. I think it was 96 Nitro. That's what it was. That the TV would be really, really, really good, but the pay-per-views would suck ass. AEW kind of has that reverse to where the pay-per-views are amazing, top like quality pay-per-views, but the TV shows are not on that same level.
Exactly.
I'm going to be honest. I don't watch every Collision. I don't. I mean, I keep up with it, but a lot of times I just forget that Collision's on.
Wow.
Dynamite I watch every week.
Like I said, it's like back in the days, the WWE versus WCW, and WCW was whooping their asses when they brought out
NWO.
Yeah, NWO, and that's when they started like, oh shit, let's get this group together. If
Yeah,
you know, if, and even they say it did, it wasn't NWO, it wouldn't been Generation X and all that, because that's what they did, and
yeah,
we never knew what they were going to do next, because nobody knew what WCW was going to do. Even they didn't know what they was going
yeah.
to do, and
You know,
they kept.
That's just
That's what
funny.
kept the people exciting.
yeah,
They didn't put on. They just put on talk at the beginning. You heard the the music of NWO, but they ain't wrestle yet. They just did their
yeah,
little thing, and they go back. The old porno music they called it, and they went
Mhm.
back.
It's not wrong.
But you're sitting there waiting for the match, so you're excited, and then they put on they give you like somebody, like at the beginning, Rey Mysterio taking on somebody else. Everybody's ready to see that, and Rey Mysterio does his job. So
yeah,
they put mediocre matches between that middle. Then you bring the Wolfpack out or whatever you
yeah,
want. That pipes up to people. Then they do the make it all again, and then they bring in the whole NWO, out,
yeah.
and that's what made people catch. But when you give them so much of beginning, like I love AEW when I used to watch at the beginning. They start giving you those best matches, and then the rest of the matches, like you didn't care,
No,
you know,
I understand. So
you didn't.
thinking about what we were talking about earlier with Bloodline, right?
Yeah,
Don't get me wrong, that's a very good storyline. To be able
I don't
to
think
keep
so
it
now.
going for like 3-4 years now, that's really
I
good.
I think it sucks now. My personal
Now,
opinion.
yeah.
I mean, it's they it's just they we got the good thing. Now what happens? Like
Yeah.
Cody got the
See,
belt. What happens now?
that was my biggest fear for that storyline. Is that okay, you hit your climax and let's say you do eventually hit your end. What the fuck are you gonna do next?
Cody dreams to get the belt. He got the belt. What's happening
Yeah.
now?
What's
Yeah.
he gonna do next with it? Yep.
Yeah.
It's like the and if you look at the ratings, it's not really picking up for Cody no more.
No.
And he supposed to change the belt. They supposed to bring back the old belt, the old WWF
Suppose
belt.
yeah, that's
Old,
supposedly gonna be
The
Saturday.
Winged Eagle.
oh, they going to do that?
So yes, for
Oh,
Saturday, it's gonna be like a one night thing for the Saturday night main event thing.
all right. You know, like the bloodline is dying out. Roman Reigns isn't the number one guy no more. They got the guy and they fighting. So Roman lost two matches so far against him and won the pay
Yeah.
per view one. And not too many people was hot on CM Punk coming out. They would rather what you call him come out now. What's his name?
LA Knight?
No, whole freaking show. What the hell is his name? I'm getting it brain up. He was the champion, the world champion.
Seth
Roman
Rollins?
Reigns, Seth Rollins. They thought
Yeah,
Seth
yeah, yeah.
Rollins out there. They were more disappointed with him not being there. And they don't even give him TV time no more.
No?
That much.
Oh, he
And
gets his
he's
time.
the
Don't
hot.
worry about that. He gets his time.
See, he gets that. He gets in the crowd, and the crowd sings his whole song all day.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But I saw on Raw, I guess they're going with Rollins and Punk. I don't know how long that's gonna last.
Right.
I would have saved it more for Mania, not for so much for now. But like I listened to some of that promo by Rollins, and I was like, I mean, fuck, knowing where I come from, I'd fight with Rollins, but like he would talk about like try to paint CM Punk as a villain. And I don't know if that's really what they're trying to angle at, but
Mhm.
the crowd was not with Rollins. So I don't know if they're trying to do Rollins as the heel or what they're trying to do, because I know WWE, even with Triple H, they love their babyface versus heel.
Yeah, it's just. But maybe they're turning Rollins into a heel. Who
He could
knows?
do it. He could do it.
You know how WWE always does that, man. You be the biggest baby face, and next week you be the heel of the of the century. See what happened? You can't make CM Punk a heel because you just teamed them up with Rowan. I mean, with Rowan and the Samoans. You know what I mean?
I mean, I always thought of like this. So
I don't call them baby faces. I call them fan favorites.
Okay.
You know, you can hate that guy, but he's your favorite. You know? Roman came out with I'm the head of the table. They hated it. They booed him, but they loved him.
Yeah. See that because it was exactly like The Rock.
They hated The Rock. He might be a character.
But once they saw the character, like they watched him every week, they realized, oh, you know, this character is actually really good. It happened with MJF.
Right.
He was so good as a heel, so good in his role that he eventually became babyface and became respected. And you know that's why it finally worked with Roman Reigns, that they actually made him a heel, and they loved the character, they respected the gimmick, and now he's a babyface.
And that's what The Rock supposed to be, a big heel.
Yeah.
You know, he's the boss.
Yeah.
Final boss.
Yeah. I never heard it. I was like, damn, The Rock cursed all day long.
Yeah.
I said, what happened to cursing policy? They like, fuck that.
It was like Hollywood Rock on a rated R level.
Yes. Rated R. You better put him on rated X. He cursed all day.
And I love that they brought back his like old school heel theme.
Yes.
When he comes out, it's like that. Hollywood Rock theme was my favorite theme by far from The Rock.
Mm-hmm.
So good.
I just love him and John Cena's when they were going after each other.
The first time or the second time?
Both, because you know, Fruity Pebbles. They was promo with each other. They were actually shooting on each other in real life. You know, it was great.
I remember I brought a sign one time to a SmackDown taping during that. It was like a week before their match at the Miami WrestleMania. And it said something about like John Cena being a Kung Pao bitch.
Wow.
Because that was like literally, he used that term on the night before on Raw. And I was like, all right, it's going on my side.
Nice. It's just fun, man. They're fun now. Now John Cena is telling everybody he understands what The Rock is going through because he's a TV star. And I hate to say, I think he's a little better actor than The Rock.
I think he's better at the comedy than The Rock. I think
but The Rock's definitely a better actor as far as action goes.
Yeah. Although go ahead.
I think John Cena is the more funnier.
Yeah.
Hey guys. Sorry about all that insanity, but unfortunately I had to drop off because now, thanks to Uber's messed up and also because it's my mom, I gotta go to the hospital to pick her up. She's being discharged and Uber is refusing to go to the emergency department to pick her up.
Fun.
Well, I wish your mom's
Medical
good
center.
luck. Hopefully she feel better, man.
She's hanging in there.
My prayers go to your moms, man.
Thanks so much, man. Yeah, it's just
All right, no problem, brother. No problem.
Thanks. Yeah, it's Uber being a pain. Thanks. But thank you so much, JV. Happy birthday. I'll catch you all next time, man. But
yes, prayers out to you.
Thank you.
We'll catch you in the chat.
Definitely.
Yeah, man. Mom's number one, man. You gotta take care of your mom.
Gotta take care of mom.
Of course.
So, Brink, what you been up to, man?
Honestly, just chilling, going to concerts, going to hockey games, going to wrestling in Jersey City.
What wrestling in Jersey City?
White Eagle Hall. Yeah, they had 2 shows in a week. There was a company called Deadlock Pro. Kane's son was at that show.
Oh yeah. I heard about that. Yo, parking over there sucks.
Oh yeah, thankfully I live in Bayonne, so I just got to take an Uber.
Well, lucky.
Yeah.
Over there.
Yeah, because it's just right in the streets. It's right in the streets, and it's not a big venue, so they're not going to have their own parking space.
Right.
So,
Fortunately, when I did the collective, I had access to a parking spot.
Oh, do you?
When I did the collective, I had access to a parking spot.
Yeah, when I wrestled out there,
Firehouse.
oh my God, it sucked, man. When I went out there,
yeah,
and that, you know, what else sucks for wrestling? Hoboken.
Oh, please
I can
don't even get
imagine.
started on parking in Hoboken.
Dude, I hate Hoboken, bro. I was like, dude, this is worse than in Manhattan. I'd rather drive in Manhattan all day in Brooklyn in the busiest days. Hoboken sucks.
Oh, I can't imagine it now.
The
Where did you have a show in Hoboken?
That with Titans last Saturday.
Oh, at the Elks Lodge?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's horrible out there. And
Yeah,
if you go to the parking lot down there, it's $30.
Yeah, it's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
To park, you know, and you can't park in the streets because they don't take coins. So you have to, hit them off the website and tell them your plate number and so on. It just sucks down there.
Yeah, and
you get the little ticket that goes in the windshield.
Yeah.
Oh, the machines. Some of the machines don't pump on the weekends. They don't pump out.
Yeah.
You have to do it by website.
Because it's all those college. Yeah, it's all those college kids down there.
Yeah,
they just load the bars.
It sucks down there. I wouldn't even want to live down.
Yeah, and like, let's say if I wanted to go to a show to Hoboken, the light rail takes like 40 minutes, which is like the light rail sucks nowadays. And then the 10 bus it goes nowhere near there.
Nope. You gotta walk.
Yeah. So
I think it's like somebody told me it's like a 35-minute walk.
Yeah. Oh my God! I should tell you, April 2023, I went to my first ever show at the Mecca, and it was so fucking brutal because I had to take it was not even parking. I had to take public transportation on a Sunday. So I had to take the 8 bus, which is the Bergen Avenue. So I'm going from Bergen Avenue, Bayonne city limits to Journal Square. Then I had to get on another bus.
87?
Might have been the 87. Was it? Because I don't think it was the 119. But yeah, it was from Journal Square to Union City. Right. I think it's like right before the Lincoln Tunnel, and then I had to wait for another bus, and it was one of those like Greyhound style buses, but it was like a New Jersey Transit bus, and I took all the way to Ridgefield Park. It was brutal. Right? What was that?
Did you have to walk up like two hills, 2 blocks?
Yeah, it was like 2.5 blocks to the Mecca once I got to Ridgefield Park.
Yeah.
And that's why I was just like, on the way home,
barefoot,
I was just like,
both ways.
Oh yeah. But you know what? If I would have walked there from Bayonne, I probably would have got there faster.
Yeah, Sunday BCW is there.
Yes. See, this was a company, Deadlock. Also, it was first ever show in New Jersey, and they ran Ridgefield Park.
Didn't they fill it up?
Yeah. Oh yeah, it was filled. It was filled.
Of it.
Hey, JP, you still with us?
JP, you alive?
No, I think you got too excited from the Christopher Daniels video.
He probably fell asleep.
I think so. Oh, I hear him snoring. Yeah, he's out.
He's out. So you know what? I think that's our cue to call it a night.
Call it for tonight. All right.
Yeah, y'all have a good night. Thank you for inviting me.
Yes, no problem. Thank you for wanting to come on.
You're always welcome on the show. Anytime you want to pop in.
Thank you. I don't like coming on Wednesdays because I'm at work, and it's like all the noise.
The only reason we had to do it tonight is because I had to work last night because we had the Christmas party for the community I live in Pennsylvania. the Hideout had their Christmas party at my bar, so
Oh,
I had to
right.
work.
As long as you have fun, man.
I was working. I didn't have fun. My Christmas party for my job is Tuesday.
Ah.
I'll
But
have
you
fun then.
you work in a bar, right?
Yeah, I work in the kitchen.
Oh, so you cook all day.
I'm a prep cook and a dishwasher.
Hey man, as long as it pays the bills, man.
Yeah, it
I
does.
work in a supermarket. I clean the meat department every night.
I know. We've
Yeah,
seen you
I'm
over
on
there.
vacation now. Yeah, I'm on vacation now. So,
Good.
Nice.
but
Perfect.
it pays the bills, man. It pays the bills.
Yeah.
But if I don't hear from none of you guys soon, I want to wish y'all all a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Yes.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you.
Appreciate
Thank you. We wish you the same.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you and the
I'll get in
family.
touch. I'll definitely talk to you soon, Brian, because I got
Definitely.
something I want to ask. I got a promo I'm doing for you, and
All
I
right,
got.
cool. Sounds good, man.
Well, we're working on a guy doing the programs to hook it up right. Have the
Mhm.
good
Sounds good.
backgrounds and stuff. You know.
Dude, I gotta send you some of the stuff that I've written for the prediction leagues I've done. Oh
Oh
man,
man.
dude. I wrote one
Yeah.
promo out, took 6 pages.
Mm. So why
It
don't
was
you do that? Why don't you be a writer for some of the wrestling companies that do
I would
shows
love to.
every month?
A, I don't have a car. B, there ain't no wrestling companies around here where I live.
Where you at?
I'm in Lake Ariel, Pennsylvania.
Oh man, get help you out there.
Yeah. Dude, if I was still in
If you
Jersey, I'd be all over the place with everything, man. You know that.
yeah, sure, man. Because we're looking for a new commissioner for our company.
Hey, if it can be done
Get up
online,
there.
I'm down.
We'll work something out, man. Me and you gotta talk.
All right, man. We'll
Get
definitely
you on the
talk.
scene. All right,
Sounds
guys. Love you guys. Y'all have
Love
a
you too,
great
brother.
night.
Yes. Love you
All right,
too.
and
And let's
as always, great
let's wish
show.
PJ.
And until next week, too sweet.
See y'all later. Bye bye.
Take care.
Catch